ho ho! Merry holidays! Hi everyone, welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I'm your host Naomi, the Brickanista, and I'm here on Twitch today. As you know, I stream on Sundays and Mondays. And yesterday I did a lot of fun little builds with regard to using sprouts and leaves. So I wanted to share with you a couple of these. I'll also show these on my down camera because I know I've got my green screen, so everything's kind of funky right now. But I'm in my green screen room for the next couple days because I've been doing some work for some clients. And I gave a speech on Friday night or Saturday night, and I've been, keeping everything in here. And I haven't worked in this room for a while, so some of you may be saying, where is Batman? Batman will be back, don't worry. So I made a couple of different ornaments. These two won't be affected by the green screen, but these are the 2020 ornaments. So the snow person head and the reindeer, and I changed the nose so it was a red nose. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun to do, and I learned a new technique too for putting in something so you can hold an ornament. I will say these are a little bit on the heavy side though, so if you are going to build these, just be mindful of that. And then, as I mentioned, we built a couple of different things, and I realized I left my wreath over in the other room because I'm actually thinking about hanging my wreath over my door outside. I was measuring it to see how far down the door I would have to go. I might want to make it a little bit bigger, but it was still a lot of fun to do. So, like I said, I have these two, and then I made the wreath, and I made the reindeer. So today I was thinking, I was going through some of my supplies, and I realized that I hadn't finished a couple of gifts with purchase, and or just gifts that I got from some viewers. So I wanted to just mention I had received this gift from Yin Yang 847. It's the Lego Movie 2, and this is another one which has to do with, I think, the not the sea cow, metal beard. Yeah, metal beard. I think this is another metal beard build. Looks like a little mech with a peg leg, and what's really cool, which I'm very, very excited about, is it has these gold seashells. And I know with my green screen it might be harder to see, but we'll show you on the down camera. So very, very stoked about that. And I found this and I said, oh, I haven't built this yet. I need to do that. The other build that I have, and the green screen's really going to go crazy with this. This is that teal brick that was a gift with purchase, and I got this from one of my mods, Glenn, GEV 1138. And I said, I need to work on this too. So that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to do a few builds. And I think what I want to do is start with the metal beard one, because this one I'm really intrigued about, especially with all the gold pieces that are in here. It's very cool, and it also has a keyboard, if you take a look, and Unikitty with the little boa. So remember, Unikitty with the go-go boots was also in that spaceship-looking party bus. And so the party bus was something that you could get that minifig, and I believe that minifig may be in here. I'm just kind of looking. Maybe not. It might be just the build. So, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm very, very excited about just all the different things that are in here. Lots of fun. This keyboard print tile, I mean, that is super cool. Yeah, lots of goodness in here. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. It might be kind of a short stream. I've got some things going on with family down in Arizona again. And I just want to forewarn you, I may end up taking another trip down there. We'll see what happens. It's been a crazy year. I will say that. But I'm still grateful because, as I mentioned, my brother and my two nephews had COVID back in October. And we weren't sure how things were going to go with them. So we're just really grateful for that. So I'm going to just scoot over here. Hopefully I won't freak my dog out. Let me move this over. And here we go. I might need to adjust my camera just a little bit more. Here we go. That's better. Yeah, so this is that Lego Movie 2, and it has, you can kind of see that this metal beard looking 70848 is the set number. And I realized I hadn't built this one yet. I had built some of the other things, but I haven't built this yet. And I think, if I remember right, when I got this, it may not have the minifigs. He may have kept the minifigs for that. But like I said, I'm still very, very stoked about this set. And I'm going to do what I've been told by some of my fans. Just put them out on the desk. We're just going to have this one big pile. Whether I'm going to null or not will yet to be seen. But like I said, one of the pieces I'm very, very excited about is this gold clamshell or scallop shell. Very, very cool. And there's a lot of just really cool gold pieces in here. And I guess I'm going to do some just preliminary knolling. Nothing really, really fancy, just kind of by color. And I'm a little nervous because I usually like to have a tablecloth or something here to prevent things from rolling around. Ooh, look at that. We also have the bottom of a chest, and there's the top of the chest. I think I'm going to go ahead and put these in. Let's see. Make sure I get this the right direction. There we go. All right, we have a golden chest. That is super dope. And as you can see, it doesn't look like the minifigs are in here, but that's okay. Just like I said, it was a gift, and I'm very, very thankful for, you know, just people thinking about me. That's really cool that people would go out of their way to do that. Okay, so I'm going to skip over the minifig section, and I did see this piece. Now this piece was also in the Parisian restaurant, but in black. So it's really nice to see that here. And it looks like we have a couple of cylinders. Oh, like I said, I'm always nervous about when I don't have a cloth to stop things. I think something just dropped, but we'll see how it all plays out. But we have these little cylinder pieces that are going to go down. And I think we should have one in, yeah, this color. And these little inkwell pieces. I like a lot of these smaller sets. As you know, I do Thrifty Thursday, which is also a lot of smaller sets. And part of the reason for that is that you get a feeling of accomplishment right away. With some of the larger sets, you may be going for days or weeks before you feel something has been accomplished. So I do like that fact. So okay, so here we have that little thing done. And this is interesting because this looks like it's a lot of these translucent pieces, which I'm not sure what they're for yet, but we'll work through it. Okay, red and orange. We got some orange here. Yeah, so just as a parts pack alone, there's some really, really cool pieces in here. Already enjoying this. And if I remember right, I think this is about 112 pieces, maybe? Okay, remember there was a piece that fell on the floor. It might be this trans blue piece. I saw it just kind of go flashing off, but look at this. We have these boat studs in trans purple. OMG. And I have at least 2 of them. I think there's quite a few more now that I'm looking closely. Look at that. 3 of these trans boat studs. And I see the blue. There it is. Alright, so we have this little platform here. And honestly, I don't remember everything that happened in Lego Movie 2. And That's why it's also good to do some of these sets, because it kind of is a good refresher. Okay, so I think it's a 2x2, 45 degree. And, oh, I see. Oh, very, very cool. We're making like speakers, a little micro builds. And then what's nice is that with this 45-degree slope, it'll stand up. That's very nice. Okay, cool. Ooh, okay. I think this next one is Unikitty, so I don't see that here, so I'm going to skip over these. Yeah, this is the Unikitty with the go-go boots. And this is a very cool character, because you can see with the sunglasses and the go-go boots. Okay, yeah, we're going to skip over that. So now we head to the mech part. Okay, let's do this. Let's start with that. Hey, Lego Maniac Zach, how's it going? You'll have to tell me if this time works out better or not, because as you know, I'm starting a little earlier than my normal time. Trying to get a sense of, you know, whether this is going to be a better time in the future or not. So I'm tweaking my schedule until the end of the year, and then I'll kind of assess and see what I want to do for 2022. But so what we're making is, we're making this mech from the Lego Movie 2, and this was a gift that I got from Yin Yang 847. So I had made, you probably remember I made the Metal Beard and the Batman versus Metal Beard, but I forgot he had sent me this too. So this is what happens when you actually clean up, is you find things that you've had before. So I hope you're doing well, Zach. And yeah, you and I need to chat about the Stranger Things set. So for those of you, as a preview, Zach had suggested we do a group build of the Stranger Things set. And we actually have several people we know who have that set and haven't built it yet. So that's what we're thinking about. Okay, I'm hesitating here because, am I missing a piece? Yeah, I'm missing a piece. It's purple. Okay, this you don't see often, a purple with brown. It's like, what's going on here? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, now it's making sense. Right. Now, one thing I do like about mechs is that they come with these mixel joints, the ball and socket mixel joints. Maybe I should have built this in my other build area, because now, oh, that might be the piece that fell off. No, I found it. Okay, so we have these little mixel joints. It looks like a little chair. All right, and then I made this already, and I put in a bone and a sausage. Okay, I think they may be in here. Yep, there's the bone. Oh, wait a minute, there is, okay, this is the metal beard head. Okay, so we do have a bone. Bone and sausage have been spotted. It always cracks me up to see what things go into into the treasure chest. There we go. So we got one bone and one sausage going in there. All right, so this is interesting. They want this opening to actually be the other way, like this. And this will be here. And I think you can still open it, so yeah. There we go. So the other thing we're going to work on is this, which is going to be later. So I've got 2 small sets that I'm going to work on today. And this is way overdue. I'm trying to think when he sent this to me. I think he sent this, oh gosh, I want to say July? Maybe July. It's been a while. So if Yin Yang joins us, he'll know that I'm actually building it now. I will say the color scheme is a little unusual because you've got a lot of purple with brown, which I don't know of very many sets that have that color combination. And this is interesting. It's a 1x1 with a Technic. I think we have also a brown snot piece. Oops. It pays to look at the instructions. Yeah, okay, we're okay. And this is what I was talking about with the instructions, that it's kind of hard to tell, but I think the snot brick is on the outside there. This isn't nearly as bad as when we were working on that con gift. That was a nightmare, honestly. Just trying to figure out the directions when the typus was so small, which is part of the reason why I do like stringing. Okay, so now we have those little mixel joints, which might be in here. Let's see, do we have mixel joints in here? Nope. Here it is. Okay, so one goes in there. So yep, I got the holiday music going, since we really don't have a lot of time this year because Thanksgiving came so late. Yeah, we're doing the celebrations a little differently. A little, you know, you probably saw the stores were already putting out things before Thanksgiving even started. People were putting their decorations up early too. Okay. And I think we have, yeah, so if you're looking for a set with purple in it, this is one of those that has a lot of purple curves and other things. Lots of goodness here. But like I said, brown, purple, and gray is part of this color palette, which is super weird. I don't think I've made anything with this set of colors. Okay. Yeah, so you would have been proud of me, Zach, the other day, because I was knolling. I actually did some knolling when I was working on these ornaments. I knolled all the pieces out. And I thought it was Hooded One who usually says that. And Hooded One says, I don't know. That's not me. I said, ah, that was Zach. Zach is the one who likes to knoll. Okay, so now I'm looking for a gem to go on the bottom of this. And that might be the piece that fell. Oh, nope, I spoke too soon. There we go. So you get a purple gem that goes with this. Now purple and gold and purple and yellow are complementary colors, so that's something you do see. But you usually don't see purple, brown, and gray. Okay, so they want this to go like this in here. There we go. All right, and now I guess this is the peg leg. This is going on the outside like this. So this is one of the legs. I will say that mixels are fun because you can put so many different things on there, but This whole series of Metal Beard is just super, super weird. I will say it's a super weird series. Okay, so now here are those translucent boat studs. Like I said, super, super cool. Just for parts alone, that is a lot of fun. Oops. Let's see. Put that. All right, so here's some more gold. And this is a neat technique. I hadn't thought about doing this, where you put a grill on this side. You had to switch to another tablet. Connection and technical difficulties. Hello, everyone. Working on an LM2 set. Nice. Well, like I said, I changed my time, Zach, so I'm also experimenting with this to see if this is going to work out well. All right, so now I'm looking for a grill. Let's see if it's in here. And that might be the piece that dropped. Let me see if I see a grill down here. I was trying to be good too, but all right. Okay, I don't see it. But wait a minute. I did find this piece. So this may be the piece that fell off. All right, maybe I just need to look harder. It might be underneath something. But the gold grill. All right, well, if I can't find it, I'm sure I can find something in my stash. But in the meantime, let's work on this. So we'll just have to pretend that there's a grill in there for now. Prayer Warrior, how's it going? Good to see you. I'll have to ask you, Prayer Warrior, since you're in London, I don't know if this time works out better or not, because I'm starting to stream a little earlier, trying something a little new. So you'll have to let me know if this is a good thing, or if I should go back to my regular 9 o'clock time. I will say the advantage of doing this now is that when I'm done, I still have time to get things done for my challenges. So, like one of the ones I'm doing right now is a daily brick limit with regard to the COP, Council of Parties. And if I stream at 9 like I usually do, I'm usually not done until 11:30 or 12. And that, so I am kind of glad about that, but I also know that some people, like Max, for example, who works on late, he says he usually doesn't get off work till something like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and then he can tune in. So yeah, we'll just have to play it by ear, see how things go. All right, so this, I hope I think what I may have done is, I think this boat stud is actually supposed to go all the way here. I think I may have botched that a little bit. There, that's better. Okay. There we go. I'm still missing a grill though that goes right here. You live near London, but personally I don't really sleep anyway, so the time is fine. Well, that's good, because I think you're, what, 8 hours ahead? Something like that? Oh, okay, we're making the keyboard. Oh, this is cool. Well, I think I may have mentioned that I had applied for recognized LEGO Fan Media status, but they said I needed to grow my following some more. So that's why, you know, I was talking to a few people and they said, well, you know, you stream so late at night, so that might be an issue. And the only problem is when you start shifting to earlier times, other people are streaming at that time too. So it's kind of like, what are the trade-offs when you do that? Now this has supposedly a macaroni piece. Aha! I have not seen a purple macaroni piece. That is awesome. So this little keyboard that we're working on. And check this out. Oh, that's sweet. That is really sweet. And like I said, normally there would be a grill here, but oh, wait a minute. I found it. There we go. All right. That's actually really cool. That's dope, yo. It's 3:30 a.m. over there. Oh, okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 hours ahead. Wow. Well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, I got some good feedback though. Lego does like my content and they like my demeanor when I'm at conventions and such. So, but it may be maybe not next year, it might be the year after that I might qualify. Hard to say. Like I said, it's hard to tell what they look for. And so here's the other leg. So if you're looking at this mech, you have a keyboard leg and you have a peg leg for the other side. So that is really weird. Yeah, that is strange. But part of design is coming up with out-of-the-box thinking. Alright, so now they're having us do a sub-build. Now, you know I've been doing these mosaics, so I actually like these plates because they do give a nice shape. And I mentioned, I posted it right before the stream, that I've been working on these Rorschach prints. I have one behind me that I'll share with you. And I'm just starting to run out of plates. I'm running out of plates. I'm running out of, you know, different shapes to work with. I am going to be at the Bricks and Minifigs store soon, so I will go bin diving and add to my collection, but it is getting a little slim. But people love the series. And that's what's so interesting is, and you were there when I started doing this. I didn't plan to do this series, but it just kind of came out. So you just never know. You just don't know what's going to happen sometimes. Oops, sorry about that. So I'm not sure. These almost look like eyes, but I don't think these are going to be eyes. It looks like they're doing some sort of framing going around here. Yeah, so one thing I did recently is I interviewed Rob Ketcherside, who is a member of Tricky Leg, and he was the recipient of that Christmas Secret Santa gift that I've been working on. So if you've been following me, you know I've been working on that for about a month, and he had a chance to open it live, and that was a lot of fun. That's one thing I do love about when you're building something as a gift. Because then you just have to, you know, sometimes you get really attached to what you build, and then you just have to, like, let it go. And just say, okay, you've been released. You now can bring joy to other people. So like I said, I'm not too keen on this purple, brown, black combo, but maybe it'll grow on me. Now this piece I do love, and I've been using this piece in my mosaics too, my Rorschach mosaics. So I need to get more of those too. But so far I've made 3 with the supplies that I have, but It's been getting harder and harder because I'm just running out of supplies. Okay, now this is kind of bothering me because this is upside down. I guess maybe this is from Metalbeard's point of view. I played piano for a long time, so normally the black is on top and the white is on the bottom. But if you can see the instructions, they're telling you to do it upside down. So hopefully this will become clear regarding why. Why are you having me do this? Alright. And this is Debo's favorite piece, the top clip. I'm starting to become a fan myself. There's different things you can do. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. We need mixer joints. You can always tell if you're missing a step because things aren't flush. It's like, wait a minute, I need something. Okay. Alright, I need one more of those mixel joints. Aha. Okay. I feel like it needs something on the bottom. It might be the boat studs may come later. Or this might help. This little cross piece. Yeah, that helps a lot actually. A little bit of stability. I do need to break out my my DVDs or my CDs. Just listening to "I Saw Three Ships Come Sailing In." It's a great song. All right, now where's my no? It says I need a 2x2 in black. Oops, sorry, 2x2 in black, but I'm not seeing the 2x2 in black. I used one earlier. 2x2 in black. Because I don't, I keep saying I don't see it on the table, but sometimes it does pop out. No, don't make me go find it. No thanks. I'll keep looking. Maybe it's in the bag. Nope. Don't see it in the bag. 2x2 in black. This is like a critical time in the build. And I'm trying to remember if there was a 2x2 in one of these ornaments, for example, that I might be able to scarf or no. Okay, I'm gonna do some knolling, Zach. You're watching me knoll here. See if I can find that piece. Because I'm also on a black surface, so I just want to make sure I'm not skipping over something. Okay, it's not looking promising. Nope. Nope. Put the gold over here, gray. Ooh, shiny gold. Oops, sorry, you get a chance to look at the back of my hand. Sorry about that. If you do start streaming, you start realizing things like that. You know, what's in the frame? What can people see? What do you see? It's a lot harder than people give us credit for. Oh no! I do not see it. I'm looking for the black 2x2. And looking at this, I could probably get by with 2 1x2s. I don't think it's structurally any different. But no, no, tell me I don't. I will check underneath in case I dropped 2 pieces instead of just 1. I don't think I did, but yeah, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But just based on this preliminary knolling, Zach, I just don't see it here. It's not looking good. Not looking good right now. Yep. I do like this little flag piece. That's pretty nice. And here I'll zoom out a little so you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, it's that 2x2 in black is not here. I will look under my table just in case it was also a piece that dropped. Otherwise, I may need to just quickly go to the other room and see if I can find something that'll work. So that's one thing. Usually when I'm working in this area, I look for things that are sets so that I don't have to look into my own stash, but I think in this case we might need to do that. So I'm going to keep looking, keep looking. Okay, let me take a look to see if something may have dropped. Okay, I don't see it here, so I'm going to put the Be Right Back sign up, and I'm going to go look for something to put into this model. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, as you know, I've been working on those mosaics, so I've been putting a lot of my black plates in here, but I did grab a 2x2 in dark blue as a backup if I don't find it in black. So I can't remember if any 2x2s are in here. They're mostly like 2x6s and longer, but there might be a 2x2 in here. Maybe. There's some 1x4s. Yeah, I don't see a 2x2 in here. All right, we're gonna use this navy blue. We will do that. And I feel pretty fortunate that I do have a fairly decent supply, but not everybody does. So you'd have to also, you could substitute the 2 1x2s if you had it. We got these headlight bricks. I'll go zoom in again. Oops. Okay. I do like having the zoom feature on this phone when I'm using Streamlabs. When I'm using StreamYard, you probably remember I was like lifting things up, like the book. I had to lift it up, it wouldn't zoom. Yeah, each platform has its little idiosyncrasies, unfortunately. This is driving me crazy. This keeps popping up. Yin Yang 847. I'm building this that you sent to me a couple months ago. So good to see you. I couldn't find a 2x2 in black, so I'm substituting this 2x2 in blue. So, but it's been a fun little build. I will say that it's been fun doing this. So thank you. I hope you're doing well. And this is a very cool piece. I don't think I've seen this anywhere else, but in the metal beard ones. Okay, and I'm okay because this 2x2 is going to be hidden, so I don't have to worry about the color being too far off. And it's dark blue versus black, so you can see a little bit of it peeking through here, but it's not too bad. Well, I'm glad you're here because, like I said, I was saying I've had this in my collection and I haven't built it yet. So it was really good that you could make it. Hello, Lena. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, what we're doing is we're working on this Lego Movie 2 set that I got from Yin Yang 847. And he knows that I'm a big Metal Beard fan, so he sent me this little sub-build, little poly bag. It's been a lot of fun to do. Okay, I'm just checking. Let's see, okay, we got those clips there. Yeah, this is a fun little build. So, and I'm trying to think, actually, Yin Yang, you might know the answer to this. So the keyboard is upside down, but I think it's the correct way if Metal Beard was playing it, because they're having you put it in upside down, which I guess it all depends on your perspective. So we have this little purple and gold, which is nice. Yeah, so this upcoming Saturday or Sunday will be the first time I'll be meeting Banshee BP, and I'll also be meeting Shock the Toast. I've met him before on my trip back from Idaho. You're going to have to take off. Connection's kind of weak on my side and early work tomorrow. Okay, no problem. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. So actually, it probably is good that I'm streaming earlier. So if people have to go to work the next day, then they're not stressed. You actually can get a decent night's sleep. Unless you're a prayer warrior and it's 3:30 in the morning. So this looks like a face now. It's like eyes and a nose and a mouth. I don't know if that was their intent, but just looking at it. Alright, so now we have these hooks. these are hilarious. So I will have to say that because the hooks are like this, then the keyboard is correct. Because it's like Metal Beard looking down at the keyboard and playing with, with his two hooks. The keys are in the correct position since that's how Metal Beard will play it. Okay. Very cool. It's a bit ironic that Metal Beard got a musical upgrade as well as myself working for a music store. Oh, well, that's cool. Where you're based in you're based in Miami, right? If I remember right. Yeah, that's cool that you work for a music store. Here's some more of those, the macaroni purple, which are nice. Yeah, Metal Beard got a musical upgrade. That's funny. All right, so he's ready to rock that keyboard. I'm so glad you made it, Yin Yang. Because I didn't tell you I was going to be working on this. I found it, you know, as I was searching through my supplies, and I was like, going, oh my gosh, I haven't built this yet. And you tend to hang out more on Twitch than YouTube, so that's why I said I got to build this tonight. So I'm really glad you made it. Okay, let's see. Alright, Middlebeard's head. And I do love this bicorn hat. So this bicorn hat has, check this out. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. It has these wrenches. Look at that. It's got, because it's metal beard, right? So he's got like this metal head, and he's got these wrenches in there. It's very cool. You work for Sam Ash Music, which is a chain of music instrument stores. Yeah, actually, I think they have a Sam Ash in North Carolina, where I used to live. I seem to remember in Charlotte, maybe? It's been a while. I haven't been there in, let's see, 2015, so wow, 6 years already. Yeah, I lived in Charlotte for about a year and a half before I moved out to Santa Rosa. That's nice. Yeah, so I moved out to Santa Rosa in, what, 2016? Yeah, 2016. That was the year of the election, because I waited until November to try to get Hillary elected. You saw that where that went. Robo Pirate. I love how his face sits right in there, and look at that beard. That is hilarious. I think the face and the bicorn with the wrenches is one of my favorite things about this set. That is cool. Okay, so now we're going to work on the back. Got to put a wrench. Speaking of wrenches, there's a wrench that goes back here. Yeah, so anyway, going back to moving, I loved Charlotte. Charlotte was a really cool place, and Charlotte was what made me realize how much I missed professional football, because I spent a lot of my time in Raleigh, which the best thing for professional, it's actually not professional, but college, is basketball. You're listening to the stream as I grind up in Run Escape. Oh, a grind XP in Run Escape. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is nice. This shaping that we had here with the purple slopes, and now we have that purple dot quarter round. Okay. Ah, this is cool. So we're going to take a spyglass and put this in here. And that gold flag. I love this gold flag. That is super dope. Put that in here. And this is where that wrench will be holding on to that. And that's cool because the wrench can turn, so you can change it whatever direction you want. Oops. Oh no, his head came off. Yeah, the clutch power on that is a little light. And earlier what I was mentioning is this gold scallop shell is just gorgeous. So I'm really looking forward to this. And that locks it in place. And gold and purple work really well together. And this, like I said earlier, these translucent purple boat studs. Super fun. That's cool. Okay, so this, I want it this way. Okay, I want it this way. And remember those top clips we put in earlier? Okay, so we have the scallop shell. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. And we have this little flag here. And like I said, the flag can turn. This is still popping up, so I'm hoping those boat studs or something is going to lock those in. But this is nice. I'm really enjoying this. Thank you, Yin Yang. It's really sweet of you to send that. Okay, so now remember the legs that we had built earlier. And now we have this. This is what's going to connect here. And hopefully we'll lock everything in place. I'm going to guess. I'm guessing that this is like that. Yeah, that would make sense because it lines up back here. That clutch. And then we have this. Let's see. Is this not opening anymore? The lid was opening. There we go. So the lid still opens with the bone and a sausage. This is hilarious. This is freaking hilarious. This reminds me, Lena, of the mixels that we were working on too. So, this is funny. That is super funny. Now we still have a lot of pieces left, so don't you worry, folks. We still have more to do. Oh, I see. We're working on, I think, a trumpet or a trombone or something. Okay. So I'm going to move this aside and start working on this. Yeah, I definitely like this, having the zoom functionality. The problem is, if I do this in StreamYard, I don't have the zoom, but then I can invite guests, which is nice. It's like each platform has different benefits. So I just have to decide which things are more important to me. All this gold. This gold is awesome. And they have these top clips. Uh-oh. I'm going to turn the speaker down on this. So we got that. Now we got this. So these are going to attach to something. All right, this is nice. We have these cones, gold cones. Remember that polished gold? So since you work for a music store, you must have had a blast putting this together. Oops, did I put that on the wrong end? I put this on the wrong end. This one goes over here. And this is nice too, this railing. And that blocks that in. That's gorgeous. That's a really, really nice shape. Okay, so now we have another sub build. Let's see what we're going to do here. Let's see, what am I missing here? There are 2 half-quarter dots. Okay. Let me make sure I have the direction right. So we got that. Okay, and then we have this ball joint that's going to go in right in here. And this is nice too, this little 2x2 round in gold. I didn't know they made these in gold. So much gold goodness. so we got that going down. Just making sure I'm looking at the, make sure it's not another piece. Nope, that should be the right piece. Another wrench in there. Okay, so this bar that we put in earlier will connect to this. There we go, look at that. That is a cool musical instrument. I mean, I don't play the trumpet, but this whole mechanism with the, those would be like those keys that you would press down on. And I'm just making sure, did I put this on the right way? This actually is upside down. I think I need to turn it around, or no, did I do that right? Yeah. That, and that. Okay, okay, we're all right. We're good, we're good. Okay, now this, as you know, we have a joint open there. So this is going to attach to this ball joint, right? Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot to this little mech because we have this ball joint, we have a clip here, we have another ball joint over here, and another clip. So, and look at all these pieces we have. We still have a lot of pieces. Okay, so let's continue on. This is techno Christmas music. It's kind of weird. Alright, so this goes up top. So it's almost like a shoulder pad right there. So you can see, and then this can come down a little bit more. I think I'm supposed to make 2 of these. I'm just guessing. Just speculating, but it looks like they're having us finish the top. Okay, so oops, sorry, Metal Beard. Wrench, and then a jewel. It does come with 2 purple jewels as well in this set. Oh wow. Okay, so this, as you can see, we have the clip, and then there's just enough space for this wrench to go in between. Wow. Wow, that is cool. That is very, very cool. Make sure he can stand up. Alright, let's do another sub build. Like I said, gray, purple, brown, and gold. It's kind of a strange combination, but it works. It works when it all comes together. And this piece I've been using in my mosaics too, the Rorschach Mosaics. And as I suspected, I was looking for when this piece was going to come in, and usually it goes in with a bar like this. So yep, we knew that was coming. A lot of good details here. And I can't remember what year dots came out, but I seem to think that they came out after the Lego Movie 2. I don't think they came out before. So maybe they were getting ready to do the big releases of the dot sets after that. Okay, so, oh, did I put this in the wrong place? I put this in the wrong place, actually. This goes down here. And now we're going to put cones. All right, this is different. So you have a cone, an Apollo stud, and then a wrench. And these are, I guess, like the fingers of Metalbeard. You got 3 of these that are going to go in here. Did I do this right? Okay. I think I'm missing a cone. I don't see another gold cone here. Yeah, that's okay. Unless it's in here. Now there's the polished gold. Okay, so we're gonna keep plowing through this. There we go. And here we go in here. So I'll have to see if I have another cone in this gold color. I might. But I have this bucket of gold. I'll have to look. Let's see. Okay, so this will now attach over here on this part of the Metalbeard. And let's make sure that I have this correct. Yeah. So if you can imagine, this is like the thumb, and these are the fingers. So you got this like articulated thumb on the bottom, which is very, very good detail. And I'll look for a another cone. Let me just see if it's here. Like that, it may have rolled around. But it does have this Apollo stud, so I'm going to put that, this little stud, in the bag there. Okay, and I think we have the last build. We have this 2x2 boat stud. One by two with bar, 1x1 with bar, and a 1x1 collar stud. For some reason, whenever I hear this song, I feel like having apple cider. It triggers a, shouldn't I have some apple cider right now? I think I may have mentioned that I've been reading this book about habits and how triggers make you do certain things, like whether it's smoking or eating or what have you. And this song makes me think of drinking apple cider. I don't have any in the house, so I think I'm safe. Alright. So we have this little, like a, if you can imagine a turntable with a speaker. That's super cool. And I believe that's going to go into this clip over here. Yep. So here's the clip. There's a lot going on in this set. Oops. Oops. Alright, where was this? Hold up. That was here. There we go. Okay. So we've got a peg leg with the jewel on the bottom. We have another keyboard here, a keyboard here that Metalbeard plays. That's so weird, yeah. It's a vinyl player. Oh, very cool. We have a, a sausage and a bone inside this. It's a great set. Lots of cool parts. Hey, how's it going, Joel? Yeah, it is. It is a cool set. And what I'm still wondering though is there's also this like table with these drinks. I don't know if they're drinks or let me see. Is there? Let me see if there's anything more because I still have this piece, this 2x2 inverse. That's his guts. What? You're talking about the bone and the I guess so. Okay, so I'm confused about this piece because this is left over. Did I miss a step? And then I have an extra wrench in that. And the Apollo stud I had expected. Now, did I miss another step too with this? Here, I'm looking at the instructions. It's a small disco floor. Yeah, there's the disco floor. Here's the disco floor, and then I think this is a refreshments, maybe. Yeah. So I think this is what Joel was saying is that this is the guts of the sausage and the bone, or the guts of Metalbeard. Those drinks are his guts. Oh, the drinks are his guts? No. No, that can't be right. I think his guts are in here. I think this is his guts. We can all speculate, right? Here's the disco floor. But I have this piece though. Let me see if there's a mention of that. Because I'm oh boy. It's too funny. Ah, I see. I missed a step here. So oh, wait a minute. So remember when I put that 2x2 in? That might have been this one. Maybe? No, it looks like a 2x2 in black. So I don't think there was a clutch portion for that there. Because that would have been right here underneath Metalbeard. Unless he's supposed to slide out. Is he supposed to slide out? Do you know? Let me check something. So here's that piece that I put in. And if it's supposed to be this, I don't think that's the case. I think it's still supposed to be a 2x2 in black, so I put that in as a substitute. Hopefully I haven't destroyed this too much. I could still put it together. He does not slide out. Okay. Well, do you remember where this piece went? This always the shaking of the bone and the sausage kind of, it's like, what's loose? What's loose in there? That is super, super cool. It's super cool and super weird. I agree, Yin Yang. I'm sorry, Prayer Warrior. Yeah, I do love all these details. And what I could do is substitute that "You're welcome" sign up here, or what Batman had in that other set. And it's definitely, it makes you wonder what the designers were smoking that day. They came up with this. It's like, I've got it. Let's put a trombone on his hand over here. or a trumpet rather. That is so funny. That is super, super funny. So thank you again, Yin Yang, for this. I do have a couple extra pieces, and the one I'm worried about the most is this one, because I'm trying to remember where this went. Yeah, I know. Isn't it super funny? It's like, it makes you wonder, what were they thinking? What was going on in their mind? So I'm just going to go through the directions real quick to see if I can identify where that piece goes. Aha. Maybe it was at the very beginning? Could that be? Oh, and maybe that's why I had to use the 2x2. Maybe I used the black, that very first piece that I started on. Let me see if, can I take that off here? This piece, there it is. It's not too hard to remove. Aha, that's what it was. And then this black is where, when I substituted the earlier, oops. Let me see if I can get to that again. Oops. It's like this piece right here. I'll put its head over here. It came out so elegantly last time. Alright. Let's see if I can do this again. Okay, we're gonna put that aside. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. So here's the 2x2 that I put in blue. Now we know why. It was, I used the wrong piece. And make sure I got this the right way. There we go. It's like reverse engineering on this. Actually, this I think is a little bit better, right? Little beard. I think I need to put this on the table. There we go. Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear, that clutch. Okay, now we're back in business. We are back in business. And once again, it goes back to the colors, because I think the colors make a difference. So this gray, this dark gray, looks like black in the instructions. Okay, good. And maybe, let me just look, because remember I said I was missing a cone? Maybe one of the cones is the smaller one. Let me take a look. Fingers. Oh, maybe I'm right. Maybe it is one of those little guys. Well, According to this, it says 3 of these cones, but I have one of these left, and this might actually work too. Let's try. Let's see if it does. We can make that modification. It's like the pinky. This will be the pinky, or it could be a thumb. No, the thumb is the bottom one. So we're gonna try this. And put that here. It's a little fatter, but it still works. It's the Brickanista modification. Now here's the other question. Is usually you will not have an extra gold shield or a gold, what is this? I'm trying to say dome. So where else would the dome be? Yeah, I did that. The only other place I could think of might be behind this, because this one has the big one, and this would be the mouthpiece. Yeah, I think that's what this should be. Let me double check. Oops. I'll double check, but that's my gut feeling. That's what my gut is telling me, that this is supposed to be the mouthpiece of the horn. Where's that horn? It works, but you can replace it. Yeah, it's the mouth end of the horn. Oh, okay, so I was right. I was right. Yeah, see, it's weird because, oh, I see what you're saying. This piece is, I put the cone in, but you're saying this should be instead that smaller one. And then you still put this in, right? Or maybe not. I don't know. It's here. Let's try that modification. Let's try that out. Yeah, sorry it's taken me so long to get to this, but I didn't throw it away. It was here. Okay. And now let's put this other fat cone over here. Ah, okay. Yep, I just did that. Thank you. Okay. And does this go here? Okay, I'm going to guess that is correct. Like that. Because where else would that shield, that dome piece go? Okay, so now the fingers are correct. And we have an opposable thumb. And we have those that can be adjusted. We have a peg leg. We have a keyboard for a leg and a keyboard he can play. And look at that smile on his face. That smile is hilarious. I'm going to zoom in on that just because it's too freaking funny. You can see that is hilarious. And the bicorn hat with the wrenches. And you have a little disco floor. And I guess some drinks if you're going to have a party. So is he like the one-man show entertainment? I guess so. Well, thank you again, Yin Yang. This was hilarious. Super funny. And I have an extra bone and an extra sausage that I'll just go ahead and put those into. The silver dish goes on the opposite arm. On the gold one is for the record player. Oh, okay. Hold up. Let me put this in the guts. All right. All right, so this one, you're saying this one should be the silver one, or this is silver. The silver dish goes on the opposite arm. And the gold goes on. Okay, so the gold is supposed to be here, is what you're saying. Right there. And when you said the opposite arm, let me just check, see if it's obvious here. Ah, it should be right here, is what you're saying. This. Like that, right? Is that what you mean? The silver one lays on top of the black disc. Yep, that's it. Okay, that's the silver one. This is the gold one. And then this is the mouthpiece of the horn. Well, I'm glad you were here. So when I built this, I would know where everything goes. Well, this is super cool. And I have yet another metal beard to add to my collection. Thank you. This was so much fun. Thank you so much, Yin Yang. I really enjoyed this. And then I also had, you know, I had built the other one with Batman. And so really the last thing that I need to start looking for, which I've been looking for anyway, is the sea cow. Because then the sea cow would have, I think, the last metal beard. I think you gave me the other ones. So thank you. This is awesome. I appreciate that. It's really nice of you to send that my way for my anniversary gift, I believe. I think, did you send it for my anniversary? That would have been in September. So it hasn't been too long. It would have been in September 14th was my anniversary of streaming on Twitch. And that is so hilarious. I agree, Prayer Warrior. It's like, you would never guess something like this, and he's so happy. So it's like you said, like a one-man band, and he's got the articulation for the arms and the legs here. He's got the guts coming out of his his gold stomach. Oh my god, this is so freaking funny. And he's kind of got a Thanos gauntlet over here. Yeah, the sea cow is the mother of all builds. Yeah, that's the one. That's kind of my new white whale. It used to be Apocalypseburg, but then I was able to get that. And now it's the sea cow. But I do love this. This is really, really fun. So thank you. Thank you again. Lots of fun to do. So let's see. It's been, an hour and a half? Because I started at 7. Let me just take a swig here. And sorry I haven't been looking at the chat so much. Because the other thing I think I told you is that my alerts have to come in through another system. I have to look at that. Okay. Well, I was hoping Glenn might have joined because this is the other one that Glenn gave me, which is the teal gift with purchase of the brick. So you can see they're very different models. You can see one is super square and the other one is probably full of more curves than you would have guessed. You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed the build. I did. I really enjoyed that. That was very sweet. And we have a disco floor as well as some drinks. Because Metalbeard gets thirsty. I think I'm going to put these in here. They might fit. Let's see, will this fit in here? There we go. Alright. So these are all self-contained. Alright. So Metalbeard is done. This one is 110 pieces. Gift with purchase. I got this from Glenn. And I absolutely love this teal color. Metalbeard can have a dance party now. Yes, he can. There we go. And let me just make sure I put this in the right Ziploc bag before I start. I noticed that you probably remember when I was working on Santa's sleigh that I had misplaced a bag. I have no idea where the bag went. So I'm trying to be better about, you know, cleaning up afterwards. So here's that. And as you can see, I actually wrote in here gifts from Yin Yang 847. So that way I would know where it is. So we're going to keep that together. So thank you again, Yin Yang. That was so nice of you. All right. Now these, when I remember Glenn told me that I guess there was one point where if you bought so much, you got one of these gift with purchases, and he said he had like 5 of these. So he goes, "Do you want one?" I said, "Sure." I didn't get one the normal way, so he had some spares, so that was nice. He sent it to me. Let me go back and forth to my other screen here. I love this color. This dark teal. Sweet. And it's a simple color palette. Essentially, it's just teal and black. So you don't have to worry about, you know, getting colors wrong. So thank you. I'm so glad you were here, Yin Yang. Because the silver dish versus the gold dish, for example, so you were able to, you know, guide me on that, so that was great. And since you're on, I also asked this question of Prayer Warrior earlier. Does this earlier time work better for you? It's the original Max. How's it going, Max? I was just mentioning to Yin Yang that he's I must have put the wrong one in. Oh, I see what I did. That I'm doing this trial of starting a little earlier and see if that works better for people. And it sounds like I had mentioned you earlier, Max, that for you it's hit or miss depending on, you know, how the day is going. But if I'm streaming and, you know, you're on your way home or something, you could still tune in. There we go. That's what I was missing. I needed another one of these. Yeah, so this one I'm making right now is the gift with purchase that they were giving out a couple months ago. And this was given to me by Glenn. And I think he sent it for my anniversary stream as well. So it's been a couple months. So I've been overdue for making these. And you missed it. What I was just finished was the Metal Beard dance party model. I got this from Yin Yang 847. So, and it was great that you were on, Yin Yang, because I know sometimes I stream kind of late. So I'm really glad you were able to watch me build it. That was fun. That was a really fun build. And you know I love pirate stuff, so you pretty much can't go wrong with pirate stuff. Yeah, and I think, Max, you and I were talking yesterday about Christmas music and, you know, decorations and things that are coming out. And, you know, Christmas is not that far away. It's what? Let's see. Today is what, 26 days? Something like that. Yeah. It'll be here before you know it. And I might be going to Arizona again. And I had to talk to my brother today about some other things happening with the family, so We won't know until tomorrow, but this is good. This is a good distraction for me right now. It's building. And like I said, this is a gift with purchase that if you bought so much, I think it was 250 maybe, that you got this. I don't know if anybody else has this set, but I know Glenn has quite a few. He sent me a bunch of things to build, and you probably have seen me build some of them. Like one of them was the convertible. That was a lot of fun. It's like a California type of convertible car. And then, like I said, he sent me this and a couple other things. Yeah, these little builds, a lot of people, you know, can't appreciate these as much as they should. So that's why it's nice to be able to build some of these on stream. Whoops. Oh no! Right, but I caught it. This is why I usually like to put a cloth down so that I don't have things flying all over the place, because this is like that laminate, so it's very, very slippery. This music sounds like a video game. Just the sounds. Now, I'm not sure if this was meant to be a storage where you can pull the lid off and, you know, you could put a key or something in there. I'm not sure. Well, maybe not. This is locking in pretty tight. But you can see it's staggered enough so then it holds its shape. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay. Lots of these plates and tiles in this color. Like I said, if you were buying this for a parts pack, this would be a really good parts pack. Yeah, I don't know if you all have traditions. On the BBN, no one can hear you scream. A quiet chat tonight? I guess. Like I said, I have some things on my mind right now with some things that are happening with my family right now, so and maybe I'm not as chatty as I normally am. And Lego Maniac Zach was on earlier, so you missed him. And the big chatter people like Cornado and Debo aren't on right now. And it goes back to, I'm not sure if this time is a better time or not. I'm kind of experimenting, trying to see what's going to work better. Because one of the pieces of feedback I got from Lego was that, you know, I needed to grow my channel some more and get a bigger audience. And you know, I tend to stream late at night. So in fact, I think Joel might still be here, but Joel, yeah, there he is. Max, I'm still hungry. Yeah, so Joel and I have been talking about, you know, part of the reason why I may also have a smaller audience is because I stream so late at night, which is convenient for me, but it's not convenient for other people. So one thought would be, you know, trying out an earlier schedule. And it's kind of funny that I was co-streaming on YouTube yesterday. I got a lot of people jumping on. And it was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be co-streaming. Sorry, that's against the rules. Sorry, I've got to kill the stream. Which really drives me crazy about these terms of service. It's just like, you know, if people want to watch, can't we just let them watch? You know? Yeah, but I don't want to break the rules. Stay within my lane. You'll get another round of steaks for you. Well, I think that being in the hospitality right now, if you're busy, that's a good thing. I mean, there's a lot of, now there's this Omicron variant out there going. People are freaking out about that, even though supposedly it's milder symptoms. It's more contagious, but it's milder. So, yeah, it just goes to show you, we live in an interesting world. So, and I'm wondering too, with all this news about Omicron and other things, will people still want to go to do things, or are they going to stay at home more? They say the markets reacted negatively, that they especially last Friday, they dropped a lot. So essentially we're going to be making 8 of these and putting them on here. And I'm just trying to line them up so they look somewhat uniform. And then after that, I think we're making a frame. So I don't know if you've been following my Rorschach prints, but I just posted another one on Instagram. This one I'm not as happy with, but it's part of the reason too is I don't have all the parts that I want. So P.T. McEwen made a comment that he really likes the series, so I'm thinking I can maybe do the best I can with the parts I have, and then maybe come back to them, so I post them more like works in progress. I might just do that. Just do the best I can and not worry too much about how things are coming together, because, you know, there's only so much you can do if you don't have the parts. And this wasn't something I had planned to do. It was kind of like, let's do a self-portrait. So now I'm committed to 10 of these. And it's not just PT. I've gotten several people who have been so excited about these, and I'm like, okay. Well, I'm glad that it's resonating with people. I'm honestly, I'm still surprised. But I guess that's a happy accident, right? So I hope everybody's been doing well, getting ready for the holidays. I may have mentioned I made a vegan pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. Which came out great. I absolutely love it. I'm going to have to make another one because I like pumpkin. Yeah, we talked about that the other day, about the secret ingredient. And then, let's see, for the Christmas time, I have to find a vegan version of this, but a friend of mine showed me how to make this. It's called Saltine Toffee, where you take saltine crackers, then you pour melted butter on top. So I could substitute, you know, vegan butter for that. And then you take dark chocolate and you melt dark chocolate and put a layer of that on top. And then you sprinkle it. Actually, there's a step I'm missing. Hold up. It's butter, sugar, caramelized. Butter and sugar caramelized. So you stir it up until it gets caramelized, and then you put that layer, and then you put a layer of chocolate on top, and then you put chopped pecans, or pecans, depending on what part of the country you're from. Awesome. Awesome stuff. So I'm going to need to find a vegan version of that. Make that for the holidays. That's always fun. It just seems so weird, though, not like going to potlucks and doing that kind of thing like you normally would. And like I said, I may be going down to Arizona for Christmas. I was not planning to go down until probably April for my dad's birthday, but circumstances may have me going back down there sooner than I thought. Okay, so here we go. Alright, so we finished these 8 little studs. So we have our teal 2x4. Alright, now all I think we have to do is the frame. Get some framework going here. Okay, we got some weird looking slopes here. These are the slopes I need. Two by threes. Alright, we got that. And now we got the big slopes. 2 by 2 by 3s. Looks like. Ah, okay. So you can see that that's going to provide the angle. Yeah, I have very fond memories of Christmas. I was in one of those neighborhoods where the whole neighborhood would get together and sing Christmas carols. And I mean literally walking up and down the neighborhood and stopping in front of people's homes and singing Christmas carols together. I was very lucky to have a nice childhood like that. Okay, I think that might be it. It sits right in there. It is a little, if you look at it from the side, it kind of, I think it's just held as a back, but it's suitable, but it's still a little kind of on the weird side. Okay, and I have an extra 1x1 plate and a 1x1 tile. So there you go, my friends. That went really fast because let's see, I started at 7 and we're not even 2 hours in, and I did two small builds like that, and this one. Oops. And just to recap, at the very beginning, I mentioned that I made some ornaments yesterday. So if you weren't here yesterday, during my YouTube stream, I had worked on this snow person head, and then we've got the reindeer, and then I substituted the stud for a dot. So we got the little red nose, very cute. And then I made a couple of these. And I remember, I think Max, you might have said you didn't like the brown on the wreath. And the wreath is actually not here. It's over in the other room because I may actually hang it in front of my door. I was measuring it and I was thinking might have to make it a little bit bigger. But yeah. So this is really, really fun. And I think I'll also submit this for the Build to Give campaign. But yeah. So that's what I had planned today. I didn't have a lot planned for today's stream, but just let me know too, like I said, about, or I could just move this to just chatting. We can just chat if you want. Here, let me go to full screen. You did not care for the brown. Or the caramel, as we were saying. It's not brown, it's caramel. Here, I'm just moving this out of the way. It's so funny, the debate about whether the brown should be in there or not. Oh, I know what I should do. So here's the Rorschach print that I was mentioning. I probably should have kept my down camera, but this might work because it's supposed to be a mosaic. Banshee BP, how are you? So here's Rorschach number 3, and it's been interesting because depending on the angle that I take the photo, there's shadows that will fall on this depending on how, like you can kind of see a shadow on this one because this one is stacked a little taller than the others. And dark nougat. It was actually dark orange. Dark orange was the color. How you doing, Banshee? Yeah, we were just talking about that. I'm probably going to get ready to raid somebody. Are you streaming today? I could go raid you if you want. We could hang out on your stream for a little bit. But yeah, so I've been doing these Rorschach prints, and this is number 3 in the series. And they've been coming out okay. This one, I still think it's more like a work in progress because I could use a couple more pieces, but I just don't have them in my supply. So I've been struggling with, you know, how do I make it better? But, you know, maybe I'm also my own worst critic too. So that's, and I posted on my Instagram this versus the original. So if you want to check that out, that's what I was doing this afternoon. So I did that this afternoon, and then just to get ready for today's stream, I found this, which we did today. It's a metal beard. That's a one-man band, which was hilarious. And then we also did the gift with purchase set. And I know my green screen is making this look all funky. Let's see if I put it right in front of me. Yeah. You're going to stream in 9 minutes. Y'all like My Hero Academia. Oh, okay. You'll be watching that on Twitch. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. If you're gonna stream in 9 minutes, I'll just hang out and chat for a little bit. And so 9 o'clock. Okay, when it's 9 o'clock, we'll go raid Banshee BP. So one of the things that I'm looking at doing is creating a Chill Streamers Alliance, for lack of a better term. I don't know if that's the official name that we're gonna go by. But I think Banshee BP, you and I should chat some more because I've had this conversation with Thrawn's Revenge. So you might remember yesterday we rated Thrawn's Revenge. And Thrawn's Revenge and I have talked about how we really like to have clean streams. In other words, where you don't have all the bouncing, you know, games going and, you know, all the parachutes and everything going on the stream. So I'm gonna chat some more with everybody on the 5th because I don't know, Banshee, if you run a lot of games or not. I'll have to check out your stream as well as Shock the Toast and Eric Brickbrain TV. But it looks like we have, I think, 5 confirmed people for this Saturday or Sunday. So we have Banshee BP, Shock the Toast, me, Eric, which is Brickbrain TV, and then Thrawn's Revenge. And I think Doc and Kat, I don't think can make it. But I think there's 7 of us in the group at the moment. So I think that would be cool if we come up with or maybe it's just PNW Lego too. But I think the Chill Streamers Alliance would be the streamers who prefer to be artists and not do all the games and all of that, because the other person who I think would be interested in this is Dreamy Dynamic. I don't know if you follow Dreamy Dynamic TV, but Dreamy Dynamic's been streaming for a couple years, and he does mostly art too in the Lego space. So I'm going to reach out to him and see what he thinks about the Chill Streamers Alliance. I don't know. I had this brainstorm the other day and I was thinking about it, and I said, so like yesterday, it was perfect that Thrawn's Revenge was on, so I could go raid him. And if we have enough and we know each other's schedules, then we can, you know, help each other out. Because as you probably know, chill streamers aren't as popular as some of the other ones, and it would be nice to be able to kind of help each other, you know, grow our channels respectively, which would be cool. So while we're waiting and we're chatting for the next 6 minutes, I thought I would share with you this book. So I mentioned this on my YouTube stream. It's called Lost Seattle. And this is a book that was written by Rob Ketcherside, who happens to be a member of Tricky Lug, which is the Lego user group, an informal Lego user group that we follow Flynn and Richard board. And so Flynn DeMarco and Richard board. And you love to raid other channels too. Okay, cool. So I wanted to share this with you because this is an amazing book. And I shared, I think, some of it yesterday. So I was curious if people are more interested in buildings like old hotels or boats, but there's a couple things that I know for the little I know of Rob. And the reason why I got to know him better is I got him as my secret Santa for Tricky Lug. And then when I was shopping for him, because they had us fill out this big form about, you know, what is it we want, what are the parts that we are looking for, what is your favorite holiday. So his favorite holiday is Christmas and Santa and all of that. So that's why when I was building that Santa build, that was for him and his family. And at the very end on, I think it was, I want to say Saturday, I think a week ago Saturday, I had put together the last bit, and I added 3 stockings on the fireplace, on the mantle, and that's to represent him, his wife, and his son. And his favorite color is medium azure, so we put that in the couch, we put that in the stocking, so there was a lot of things there. But so here's something that was really just fascinating to me. This is Seattle's first World Fair, which was held from June to October of 1909. And check out these buildings. Like I said, the Alaska Yukon Pacific. And this thing looks like it could be in Europe. It's like Trafalgar Square. And I was just blown away by some of the photos that are in here. Lots of fun. So another thing so getting to know Rob, what was interesting is that I saw this book at the store, and I said, that's the book he's been talking about that he wrote. And one of the things he would do is he would, in Tricky Lug, he had submitted a couple of builds of street clocks. And when I was talking with him on Sunday, because I did a Brickanista on the Move episode with him, and he was talking about how Seattle used to be the city of clocks, because there was a big production of clocks that started in 1910, and looks like this guy Albert Hansen purchased a clock in 1890 from Seth Thomas in Connecticut, and that these were what inspired him to start, you know, building them on a regular basis. So yeah, so this, it says Joseph Meyer and Brothers began selling a line of clocks that were kind of based on this model that was on the East Coast. And I just think they're beautiful. And when Rob was talking about this, he was talking about how this was like a very big piece of art that showed your stature. So usually if you had a jewelry store, you would have one of these clocks in front of it. And yeah, so that was one. Another one, which is super cool too, is this Pioneer Square totem pole. So as you know, we're in the Pacific Northwest, and the Pacific Northwest has a lot of indigenous peoples, and that this is the Tlingit, T-L-I-N-G-I-T people that had already been part of Alaska and had kind of moved down into the Seattle area. And this was fascinating. There was a woman, okay, get this, there was a woman named Chief of All Women. It says, who in about the year 1790 went to visit her sick sister. So Chief of All Women was from the clan, the Raven clan. and then lived on the Tongass Island too. And so anyway, what's interesting is if you check out, and it may be mostly in the Pacific Northwest, but right now there is a raven, a black raven stamp that you can get from the U.S. Postal Service, which is in this kind of style. And I got a set of those, and I'm not sure if they're here. Let me see if they're here. Maybe they're here. Maybe I was smart and filed it in the right place. Did I file it in the right place? Okay, I did not file it in the right place. But it's just, this whole history up here is just amazing. So this totem pole apparently there was an arsonist who set this pole on fire in 1938, and then it was severely damaged. So it was decided to be replaced and carved again. And the birds came from the Squamish, the macaw, and the queets. So that is just really cool. And it said that anthropologists from the University of Washington convinced them to intervene to make sure that only Tlingit carvers were part of this process for the replacement. So anyway, super, super cool. And you know, I'm just newly adopted this city as a city that I want to, you know, settle in. And I just love this. I absolutely love this book. So I'm just learning a whole lot here. Okay, so I'm going to ask if Banshee if he is live. We'll take a look. But before I do that, I think maybe let's end on another cool thing. I think I may have mentioned this, but I mentioned this on YouTube, so this will be on Twitch. This is the Kalakala, and it was a ship, and it looks like it could be a submarine, just the way it's built. But the Kalakala it was retired in 1967. It's the only Art Deco streamlined ferry that the world has ever known. Was right here in Seattle, and she was in service in 1935 during the Great Depression, and then retired in 1967. So here you got a history lesson here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. All right, so I'm going to go take a look and see if Banshee is ready for us to raid. Let's take a look. Oh, there he is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and raid Banshee BP. And I just want to say thank you again, everybody, for hanging out with me. Had Max here, Joel, Banshee, of course. I think I said Max already. We had Lego Maniac Zach was here earlier too, and Yin Yang 847. Once again, Yin Yang, thank you again for this this gift. I had so much fun building this. It was a lot of fun. I was so glad you were here so that you could see me build it too. That was a really sweet gift, and I really appreciate that you had that thoughtfulness to send that to me. Prayer Warrior, thank you for being here too. If you're still awake, it was 3:30 in the morning when I started streaming, so if you're still awake, thanks for hanging out. And once again, I really appreciate everybody's support. My, you know, these Rorschach prints, who knows where that's going to go, but I'm still trying. I've got the third one done. 3 weeks, 3 prints, and I'm just going to have to see what more I can get as far as parts. But anyway, thanks again, everybody. You guys are awesome. We're going to go raid Banshee BP, and as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, and please, if you like what you see, please, you know, follow me and hang out. Like I said, I stream only on Sundays and Mondays right now on Twitch. I'm going to continue this early schedule probably until December 19th or 20th, whatever that Monday is. That's going to be the last time that I'm going to stream for the year, and then I'm going to take a break, regroup, and see what my schedule is going to be like at the first of the year. But anyway, thanks again, everybody. Great hanging out with you. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, may the clutch be with you. Take take care. We'll go raid Banshee, so stay tuned. Take care. Bye.